The best version of me. Welcome, my friends, back to another live video. This is Troy Stone King. Thank you for watching. I appreciate it very much. If you hear background noise, it's because the windows are down and the birds are singing and occasionally a car drives by or a plane flies over. So my apologies for background noises that show up. So this one is called The Best Version of Me. Many years ago, we lived in a different place, and I worked for a lawn care company doing inside sales. And this was like cold calls out of the phone book. So this is in the days before everybody had cell phones and before everybody's phone number was hidden because all they had was a cell phone. So we would literally go down the names in the phone book. We'd pick out different sections, and we would call people right up and ask them if they were interested in getting a free lawn analysis. Now, here's the deal with that. I got best salesperson a lot of times in that job. And the owner praised me for how hard I worked and how many people I got to say yes for the free lawn care analysis. But here's the problem with that. He was praising me, but I wasn't working hard. I wasn't working anywhere near my potential. And the fact that he praised me for not working to my potential, what I knew was not my potential, really kind of started me with an attitude that, oh, so this is kind of what the world expects. I don't have to work super hard. I just have to work a little better than the next guy or the next girl. And that will get me praise. And I'll tell you, over the years, that's been something I've kind of worked into, different jobs and businesses and such. I've often worked at the bare minimum just to do well enough for them to praise me, to like what I was doing. And sometimes I still do that. In fact, well, let me just tell you something. This morning, I got a message from my coach about a couple things, and I took really quick action on them. And he wrote me back and he said, "I love that you take action." And I said, "It's not been my habit, but I'm trying to improve." It's not been my habit, but I'm trying to improve. You see, I've learned that one way to make myself better is to ask a question, just to me, just inside my mind. And the question is this: what would the best version of me do? So in a particular situation, what would the best version of me do? So there are three versions of Troy, and there might be three versions of you. Here are the three versions of Troy. The first one is the total slacker version. I do the absolute bare minimum it takes to survive. That's version number one. And I've lived that version a time or two here and there. Then there's version number two. Version number two is I'm well behaved and I have occasional bouts of improvement. I occasionally try to make myself a little bit better. That's where I've spent most of my life. I'm well behaved. I try a little bit here and there, enough that people notice that I'm trying and I get a little praise out of it. And then there's version three, the best version of me. This is when I'm working full out, I'm hitting my potential, and it feels so awesome to be there. But I'm not there very often. Just total honesty. When I'm faced with a decision, I need to decide, which version am I going to be? Am I going to be the total slacker? Am I going to be the well-behaved and good enough with a little improvement? Or am I going to be the best version of me? For example, when I've got some time at home alone, am I going to binge watch on Netflix? That's what the total slacker version would do. When I am, there goes a plane overhead, sorry about that. When I am faced with the opportunity to eat as much as I want, Do I do that? Do I have a little restraint? When I'm in a situation where something's happened and I have the opportunity to be discourteous to my wife, which version of me do I choose? When I have the opportunity to be stingy with praise to others, or to be stingy in my giving with my money and my time, which version do I choose? When I ask myself the question, what would the best version of me do? I don't always do that. I don't always do what the best version of me would do, but it makes me aware of what I should be doing. Hey, Shelly. It makes me aware of the decision that I'm about to make, the total slacker, the reasonably well-behaved with a little improvement, or the best version of me. So let me ask you a question. The next time you're faced with a decision, which version will you choose? Will you choose the total slacker? Will you choose the well-behaved, the one that society will approve of? Or will you choose the best version of you? Let me offer you the opportunity to work with me and try and make us the best versions of ourselves by always deciding to choose what the best version would do. Hey, I appreciate that, Sandy, that you've never thought of me as a slacker, but let's just throw that out there. Only you know, only I know when I'm really slacking off and not doing what I could do. You see, inside of our own minds, we know what our potential is, or at least have an idea of what our potential is. Nobody else knows what we actually could pull off if we went for it. So don't forget that. Not everybody will know when you're not working to be the best version of yourself. Okay, so before I close this video out, there's one thing I want to say. I'm looking at putting together a short course on a topic I've helped a lot of people with, and this is a career-related topic, and it's how to ask for and likely get a raise. And I've got the exact methods I've used at different kinds of organizations to get very significant raises. If that interests you even a teeny tiny bit, I'm going to do the course anyway, but I'm just kind of judging interest. If that interests you even a teeny tiny bit, no commitment at all, drop a comment here or send me an email to live@troystoneking.com. I'm just kind of gauging interest at this point, but it's going to be on how to ask for and likely get a raise. So thank you, my friends, for the time that you took to watch this video. I appreciate that you've done so very much. You can catch all my videos over at the YouTube channel at youtube.com/TroyStoneking, including the business-oriented videos that I record initially for LinkedIn. Thank you, and have a wonderful rest of your day.